Hello, loves. I woke up this morning thinking about our imagination. And I've been listening to a book by Wayne Dyer called Wishes Fulfilled. And I think so much about how we think that we outgrow our imaginations. We think that imagination is for children, that we have to live in the reality of what is. But let's talk about what people mean when they say that. You have to live in reality. You have to stop living in a fantasy. What most people mean when they say that is living with only what the five senses can see, feel, hear, touch. Only what the five senses can perceive. But that's not how we create life. That is not how we achieve our destiny, our soul calling. Your imagination, and this is the thing, we do not learn as children. We don't learn in school. We weren't taught what our imagination really is. And it is your connection to the divine. It is your connection to the superconscious, the divine God zone within you. See, everything that flows into your imagination, it forms pictures, desires for these ideas of what life could be like. But most people don't stop to question, where are those desires coming from? And what are they there for? But what you'll find that people do is shelve them. Here's what I've learned. The reality you see isn't what is. It's what you are trained to see, based on your beliefs, based on what you believe is available to you. Because we don't see out there as it is. We see it as we are. Your imagination is the portal that your desires are coming through from the divine intelligence, the ultimate source of the universe. And when those are coming into you, those are blueprints for your life. But we've been taught that it's not available to us, and we feel separate from them. When you live in your imagination and you choose to carry a delusional belief that those desires are meant for you, you begin to live as though those desires are already yours. And that is the secret to becoming the creator of your life. What happens is you no longer are focused on what your senses are perceiving, because you understand that what you see outside, all that we see outside, is a mirror of what our internal belief systems are. It's lagging history from what you thought and did yesterday, because our beliefs form our thoughts and our emotions, and we take action, and then we get the results. But what we don't realize until something wakes us up is that we are largely living out of unconscious programming. 95% of our actions are unconscious. We're just living out what we believe. Until the unconscious becomes conscious, we're just going to keep doing the same things that we were always programmed to, based on who we think we are, based on what was taught to us. But we have to make the unconscious conscious, and that is how we can change. And your imagination, it is the portal. It's the way. When you begin to hold a vision, when you get a vision, when you see something that would feel really good, really amazing, maybe you have a passion, maybe you've had something for years that it feels like that's for somebody else, that's not available to me, but you wish you could have it, and you feel really jealous when you see people living that life. Let me tell you, that's meant for you. That is meant for you. That jealousy or that twinge of like, I wish that I was worthy of that, that is showing you where your limiting belief is. And the reason you're not living that desired reality or that dream is because of who you believe you are and what you believe you're worthy of. And this is where we get stopped. Your resistance to that desire, the buts, but I'm not, but I can't because, that is what is holding you back from your desire that has come through your imagination. Our work, the map, is to align your identity to the desired reality. Meaning, what's holding you back are the beliefs about who you think you're not. You don't think you're that kind of person. You don't think that's available to you. And those are all old stories and programs. Your work is to begin to play in the imagination. Get delusional. Get audaciously delusional and realize that that is how we get the life we want. We take our focus off of all the things we don't want. We spend so much of our time focusing on what we see in front of us and we don't like. And it just continues to reinforce these limiting beliefs. Look at my world. See, I never attract good men. See, I never have money. See, there aren't opportunities for me. Look, I'm unworthy based on what I see. But you have to start ignoring that, what's in front of you, because it keeps you focused on what you don't want. And it's like a muscle. Your imagination will speak. It will bring the downloads to you, but you have to play in it. And you have to understand that this is where you need to spend your energy. What you see right now is the world you have created from the belief system you currently carry. I used to blame so much of my outside world. See, I was hurt by men. Look at that. There's no good men. See, men will always abandon you. They'll cheat on you. They'll neglect you. Because of what was programmed into me as a child. Well, guess what happened? I continued to attract these circumstances that reinforced the same beliefs that I had about men. My beliefs were bringing circumstances because we only see what's available to us based on what we believe. Our brain will filter out anything that doesn't reinforce what we already believe. When you reprogram your beliefs to support the life you want, your brain goes to work and that's what synchronicities are. Your brain starts looking to show you that your beliefs are true. Our brains are so divinely designed to filter out anything that's not relevant to us. So if you have beliefs like money's really hard to make, men will always cheat on me, I'm so unlucky, or I'm unworthy, your brain is programmed to look for that to validate the beliefs you already have. When you want to change your life, you have to ignore the current reality. I'm not saying like neglect your responsibilities, but you have to ignore the current circumstances and the obstacles and recognize that those are just old results from old limiting beliefs. And when you begin to understand that, everything changes and you regain your power. That is what reclaiming your power is, love. Reclaiming your power means you become the creator of your life by the identity that you design. And we don't realize until we're awakened that we live by default. We live the movie that we were given as children. We're like a projector playing the movie. Whatever was programmed onto us, whatever was recorded into us, we play by default. And if you don't like the results you're getting, it's because you have beliefs and identities about yourself that are misaligned with what you truly desire. And all of these obstacles and all of these hard things, they're awakening you back to your power to realize that you were never separate from the divine. You were never separate from power and love. And when you take that back, you realize that you aren't the victim of the outside world, and that's when you become unstoppable and you realize that everything you desire, what's deep within you, is available to you. What you have today is based on what your self-concept is. And you get to change that. You get to do the work to reparent yourself, to shift your beliefs, and shift what the outer results will be. I love doing this work because I want you to understand how powerful you are and how much you give away your power by the beliefs you hold and the words you speak. Because your words create your life, and your words are formed from within how you see yourself. So take control of your attention. When you have things in the outside world that are triggering you, take your attention off and go in and realize, take responsibility for what am I believing about this situation right now? And how can I use my imagination to create the desires, the reality that I want to see? And then you live in that. You feel into that. Feeling is the secret, like Neville Goddard said. You feel into and you play in that desired reality, because we don't get the life we want. We get the life we are. We get who we are and who we embody. Remember, you are worth this work and you are meant for your dreams.